Well, be it in your family, your job, your health, or just the day-to-day routine of life, there is an effort underway on the northeast side of Richland County to give you hope. Erik Estep is the pastor of Village Church in Blythewood, the host of this evening's Night of Hope. Erik, so good to have you, and I want to let our viewers know you're the pastor of Village Church, but this event is not at Village Church. It is at Doko Meadows Park, where you are now in Blythewood. I want to give them all the details about the event tonight, but before we do, why is it, Erik, you feel an event like this is so needed?
Yeah, just because of the past year has been just sort of a real trial for a lot of people, and we really believe as a church, and I think just a lot of people in the community, that we need something to look forward to and to hear something positive. And of course, as the church, we believe that we have the best message to share with people. So we think it's a message of hope.
It's not only been COVID this past year, Erik, but I just look at like what happened in Colorado yesterday, where 10 people just going about their daily routine were gunned down, one of them a police officer. I think right now when our country watches that, even though it happened in Colorado, we feel it here at home in the Midlands, and we've seen this time and time again. I just find where people are dealing with a lot of anguish.
Yeah, I really believe that this year has created there's a lot of other issues outside of COVID that people are dealing with, and there's a lot of issues, I even think mentally, that people are dealing with. And of course, it's just tragic whenever you see things like that happen, and unfortunately they happen far too often. But we do believe that even in the midst of trying circumstances, that the Bible has something to say for us in order to give us something to look forward to, that there is a promise, there is hope. And so really, we believe that the message is a message that speaks to all people regardless of what they're going through.
You are opening this event to the public, and not just those who live in Blythewood, but anybody who's watching right now or sees this on my Facebook page later today. It is at Doko Meadows Park. How many are you expecting, and who would you like to invite to this tonight?
Oh, of course, as far as how many we're expecting, we have no idea. Now, we've had a couple of services over the last couple of days, and so we've had over 1,000 people, right at 1,000 people that have been there. So we're expecting probably a crowd similar to that. We're inviting the whole community. I mean, really are. That was really our original goal, was to give the Northeast community something where we could to do something a little more normal, which is just simply coming together and gathering together. And the great thing about it is that it's an outdoor event. And so people, if they're a little bit nervous about it, that we are outside. And so there's going to be plenty of space to spread out on. And of course, we're going to have we'll have great music that will be led by the Village Band. And then of course, Adrian Despres is going to be speaking.
And I'm glad you brought up Adrian. He's one of my favorite people. He is the former chaplain for the University of South Carolina football team. And Adrian is such a big guy, a former football player himself. What is it specifically you want Adrian to get across to people? I think he's doing his famous talk, The Four Chairs. Is that right?
He is. The message that he's going to get across tonight is where the ultimate hope in life is. I will say this: if you've never seen Adrian speak before, I've listened to him the last couple of days, and he is a bundle of energy. I have no idea how he does it, but he is a lot of fun to listen to. But he speaks truth, which is the greatest thing to me.
Yeah, I want to also let people know, because many know your father, Dr. Wendell Estep, who was a former longtime pastor of First Baptist Church in downtown Columbia for 32 years. He retired from that. I know he helps you out as a staff consultant at your church, Village Church. Right. Give our viewers an update on how Dr. Estep is doing.
He's doing great. He's actually done a whole lot better than I thought he would do with retirement. As a matter of fact, he's thinking about going into youth ministry. I'm kidding, but we are grateful that he's with us. He's got a lot of wisdom to share, so he's fun to be with. Dad and I are close, so it's been a lot of fun for us just to be able to hang out together, and for him to give me a different perspective on ministry, because he has a lot of years behind him.
He does, and it's neat, you know, that he's still involved in ministry. I want to let you know, Von Gaskin, our meteorologist for the midday show, Eric, when she saw the background, she didn't realize that was at Doko Meadows Park, and she said, "Oh, is that his house?" So nice place, Eric.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know, I'm not Presbyterian.
Yeah. Oh, our Presbyterian friends are going to call us now. It was a good joke.
Yeah, that's my wife.
So it is Night of Hope tonight, and again, this is with Village Church, but it is going to be at Doko Meadows Park there in Blythewood at 7 o'clock.
Right.
Eric, my family and I will be there, and we look forward to the message Adrian has. Thanks so much for offering this Night of Hope, not just to the greater Blythewood area, but to anybody watching right now. We hope it goes really well.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Eric.